who wrote the Vedas? And are you aware if it's an ongoing exercise or if it stopped at some point? Because I've asked Christian theologians who claim to know, where I ask who wrote the Bible, and they speak about some of the disciples and the prophets.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked them, if I feel that God sent me as a prophet to write, can I not write my own gospel and add it? And they're like, no.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, but that means at some point you guys decided to close the taps and we cannot add to that knowledge anymore. So do you know who wrote the Vedas? And if you're saying that it's a manual for the world, did the manual get finished at some point, or can we add onto it and expand on the Vedas, which you're saying are hundreds of thousands of texts?
The Vedas are said to be literally the breathing of the Supreme.
Yeah.
And where he can give wisdom in so many ways.
Yeah.
So previously, it were preserved orally. So people would become disciples of a teacher who has learned this knowledge through hearing, and they would recite these verses and pass them on. So over 5,000 years ago, another expansion of Krishna known as Vyasadeva, you could say he's a literary incarnation, empowered to then take that oral knowledge, put it down.
Yeah.
Yes. So Vyasadeva, Veda Vyas is known.
Those who have finished.
There is a line of two ways. There's Smriti means knowledge which is being remembered.
Okay.
So we're recalling what's already been written. But then there's also a line of Shruti, where different sages who are on the path, they get revelation and they speak upon the knowledge that's already written in the Vedas, and they make it applicable and relevant to the times and the places where they are. So it's actually encouraged in this culture that we must write our realizations. So when one has applied himself to this knowledge, you will uncover some part of the angle of reality. And if it is helpful to others, put it down so that the knowledge is not a dead culture, it's a living culture.
Yeah.